Good evening, friends. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I do hope that y'all's evening has been going well. I hope that y'all's Christmas shopping has been going well. I hope that the holidays are going well. If they're not, give, give some more, give again. I hope that y'all's day have been going well. Let's see. We're going to talk tonight. We may tussle. We may tussle tonight. You may not like O'Neill after the show. I don't know about that. But I mean, you may be, disgruntled with O'Neill's viewpoints and arguments because we're about to talk. I think there's much for us to talk about. You may find O'Neill, you may get disgruntled with O'Neill. You may get disgruntled. But don't worry, friends. Don't worry. I'm going to do the best I possibly can. Have you completed all your Christmas shopping? Have you completed all your Christmas shopping? There you go. Have you completed all of your Christmas shopping? You may be a little bit disgruntled with O'Neill, but just give me some time. Let me land it. Allow me to land it. I will land it. I promise you that I will land it. I want to know O'Neill already. He's going to bring the views. I'm going to see exactly if we can talk about it. Let's discuss it. How is O'Neill? O'Neill is doing great. Have O'Neill done his Christmas shopping? I guess I have. How is y'all's evening? You need a break in 2026. Listen, I keep saying that if you watch a lot of the stories and you're just thinking to watch a story, you might get a headache from it. You have to know when. You have to know when to watch these as topics. I think there's a topic Wayne is trying to raise, but he's using the skits to raise the topic. So let's just jump from Delicia comes in. I'm going to start right here, and we're going to keep progressing.
I can't even look at you, honestly. The whole ride over here, I was trying to figure out how I was going to react seeing you. I'm disgusted by your face right now. Like, I'm sick to my stomach. How could you do me like this, Iman? Seriously. You're a sorry excuse for a man.
All right. So Delicia comes in and she starts to give it to Iman. First and foremost, did she take too long? Did she take too long to get this out to Iman? That's the first question because I have a viewpoint on it, but I want to hear from the ladies. Did she take too long? Did you think it was too long? Do you think she should have blown up already? Do you think she should have already been cussed him out? Give me y'all's take on this. Did she take too long? Did she take too long to get this out? Did she take too long to address Iman? Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Did she take too long to get this out? Erica says yes. A bunch of other comments are saying no. Some of y'all say yes, some say no. I'm getting more no's than yeses. All right? Don't worry yourself. Let's keep running the video. I like where you guys going.
Matter of fact, you're not even a man. You're a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, none of what happened.
Iman, save all of that. I don't even want to hear nothing from you, actually. I'll let you meet my daughter.
That is the big part. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Is Iman responsible for allowing her to meet her daughter? Was Iman responsible? Was Iman responsible for her allowing him to meet her daughter? Let me ask y'all that question. Don't worry, guys, we're slow cooking this. Was she responsible? Was Iman responsible for this? I know the daughter situation is quite intriguing, but was he responsible? Did he hold her hand and say, you know what, Delicia, I need to meet your daughter right now. I don't care. Listen to me. We just started dating, and I want you to meet my daughter right now. Talk to me, your friends. We're gonna get. Listen, don't worry yourself. We are going to get into it tonight. Don't worry yourself, friends. Abby, you did say that. You did say them need to meet on the wedding day. Abby, you definitely did say you want to meet on the wedding day. I said that too close. I don't like that part there, but me understand. All right. Okay. So I like where you guys are going with this. Let's proceed.
I'll let you come into my life. I was in my own world doing my own thing. Why? What was the whole point of all of this? Coming into my life, into my heart, meeting my child?
And all that was real. I meant every word.
I want to knock all of this over. Like, I'm shaking. Like, I can't even think straight right now.
Dude. Listen.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
All right. So let me ask you the next question. Let me ask you the next question. Is Delicia proving to be a classy woman? And let me read y'all's comments on this one. I'm going to give you my take on Delicia right here. So Delicia had to listen to me. She wouldn't even have to deal with it. That's correct. Did he buy the shoes? Possibly. Maybe, maybe not. Look like him not buy the shoes, yet. I've never had a situation like that though. That's right, Charmin, but you know, some of the time it go like this, you know. It's weird, you know. It get weird some of the times. It can be weird sometimes, me understand. It can get weird like that. It can get very weird. I know that it can get very, very weird. All right, mommy says, hold on, mommy, me say me can put it up here, so. It was too much going on for her to allow Iman to meet her daughter. Too much going on. That's correct. Delicia is a straight gold digger. Iman wasn't even her type. Money talks. That's what Skitlanta said. Money talks. Delicia just making a scene. She's not done with him. I will say this. I will say that I love how she's reacting to the situation. I have to give her credit that she's very classy in the way that she's handling Iman. I said it today on my video and I'll say it again. The way how Delicia has handled this is very classy. I was expecting her to blow up some more, but she has not blown up. But I will give her some grace for being a woman caught up. That's fine. I think she's been very classy with how she's handling this. Meaning, she could have been snapping on Iman right now. Could you see, and ladies, don't give me say a lie that. Delicia could have been snapping. She could be spazzing out on Iman right now. Delicia could be snapping on Iman right now. All I'm saying is, I've been in one or two of them situations here, and the woman them normally snap, but I'm just saying, nonetheless. But she did what? She compromised herself being in the situation, going behind her friend. That is true, Malcolm. That is correct. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen. Classy with motives. You don't think that she real. You don't think her classiness real.
Okay. D, listen. How it happened with Shayla, I'm used to contracts. I felt like it was a breach in the contract that is like, I had her feeling.
This is not basketball. What are we talking about? This is my life. This is my heart. This is real life, Iman. This is not basketball.
It's just easier for me to compare things.
A contract? A what?
So, D, I just want you to know everything I said to you, I meant it. I want you to know that.
You meant what?
All right. Do you believe that he means all that he has said? Do you believe that Iman meant what he said? She's giving him a chance to explain himself. Him using basketball as a reference. I don't think him go for the right reference and a contract. You know what I mean? I don't know what is wrong with the men now using contract for define the woman. I don't know, but that's what they must say. The regular men them talk. If what Wayne told Iman he has to do to keep her, Delicia is gonna go for it. Then she will be a gold digger in my book if she goes for it. That's correct, Marquisha. We're testing that. She's snapping on Iman. She's just still in shock. She could have went to Target and got everything. She left at Iman's house. She is a sister rooster. Y'all fell for it. Hold on, Skitlanta. Me no know it. I'm just giving people the benefit of the doubt. What I don't want to do is not be very fair, Skitlanta. If O'Neal come on here and O'Neal snap on Delicia, people would have said, but O'Neal, she's not snapping and you're giving her grace. A lot of times Anthony do one or two things and me give him the grace of it. When do something, me give him the grace of it. So what can't be said is that me unfair as to how I'm seeing it. And in all fairness, she's not going off. I would have expected her to go off at this point in time. Would I expect her? Look at the scenario. Look at the optics. No one is around. Shayla is not around to see her going off. Some would expect her to go off in a private. Even if she holds it in public, I would expect her to go off in private. But, nonetheless, don't worry yourself, ladies. We soon get to the money. We soon argue where the $15,000 come in. Trust me. Trust me, O'Neal going to get to it. We are going to get to it. I never condone relationships, so I have no comments. Anne-Marie have been very, very consistent. Thank you very much for being consistent. Now she's snapping. She's playing it smart. So you're saying this is a form of a woman snapping. Mommy, I absolutely agree with you. You're saying that what Delicia is doing is a form of snapping by women. All right, well, let's ask this question then. Let me ask y'all a question then. Is this a form of snapping by a woman? Let me ask y'all that. Is that what y'all are saying then? The point I'm making, Skitlanta, is you're not able to, at this point, I cannot pin the angry black woman thing on her at this point. Because she's not acting out, she's not throwing things. You know them paint black women already. Destroy stuff, fighting the man, maybe try to punch him, try to call the police and get him locked up. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly where I'm going with this argument. You know where I'm going with this. But anyway, let's keep proceeding.
What part? What part of everything that you said do you mean? What part?
I gotta settle what me and Shayla had. I had to get back in.
You have to settle what you... Why did you come into my life? If you had to settle something over there, why?
So I could be with you.
I don't want to be with you, and you clearly didn't want to be with me.
I do want to be with you.
You don't want to be... You want to be with me.
That's why we here.
You're a joke.
That's why we here, D.
You're a joke. You're disgusting. Seriously? Like... I need my stuff that I left here, please.
Hold on. Delicia nipple them there right there. So hold on. No man. Hold on. Let me just say a while ago. Hold on. Stop right there, sir. Stop it right there, sir. Let's see what's going on. Let's superimpose that. What is going on here, sir? Don't the ladies them, don't y'all just wear like a bra around the place? Come on. All the watch a video, me never see that. Why don't... Okay. What is she over here to do? Go off or give off some? Which one? All right, ladies. What is she over here to do? Did she come to talk? Did she come to talk or to give it up? Let me ask y'all a question, ladies. Why would a woman come over here like this? He's a true clown, Delicia. Please don't take this fool back. Don't take him back. He's a joke, but she's over here. Hold on, we're not chastising her now. But I'm just saying I didn't see these things. They're right in your face. They are right in your face. And when I'm asking, all the storylines are about lying, making foolish decisions, checking someone, deceit, being disloyal, nipples. These people are tiring. I'll be upset about the foolishness. Anyways, let's proceed. Only behave yourself. Let's go. Come on, move on.
You want to be with me? You gotta be. I can get it. I know where it's at.
So Iman basically is being called a joke. O'Neal has realized just now that she came over hot like Scotch bonnet pepper, and I've always said you can't come over hot like Scotch bonnet pepper. What's the need of doing that? But that's the deal. All right. Charmaine said O'Neal must do that. Yes, O'Neal always have a seed. You can't hide it from O'Neal. So what you need to do is to cover up. Cover up. Cover up, please. I do have an edged eye. I have an eagle's eye. I have an eye for certain things. Does O'Neal have an eye? Does O'Neal have an eye for certain things? I didn't see it, but all of a sudden I see it just now. Does O'Neal have an eye for certain things? I'm being called out. People are calling me out. Get in, folks, get in. She went to show her disgust and to pick her things up. That's what she got there for. She went there to show her disgust. Delicia knows the game and she will gladly accept $10,000 a month and she will throw it in a circle for $15,000 a month. Hold on. I wasn't even going over his house for none. It has nothing over there that she couldn't buy back. She's a joke. Next week, they will be crossing the line again. So Abby is saying them when cross the line. Why come there dressed the way that she's showing all the goodies? I'm just questioning things. Y'all ladies can tell me now. When you go over a man house like this, what happened? I'm very observant. O'Neal, you have seen Iman Shempert and Daniela. Season 30 of the dances, he can dance. And he has done a good job dancing. That's correct. I've seen him. That is correct, Jackia. O'Neal is extremely observant. I have an eagle's eye. Nothing don't miss O'Neal at all. It's just as simple as that. O'Neal have the eye. I have the eye for certain things. All right, no worries. No worries. This was the first step of the deal. She comes over. Don't worry yourself, guys. I'm going to get into the other one you want me to get into. So here we go. Iman now is begging Delicia. So I'm saying my beggar. This is his concept of begging Delicia. Let's run into it. Let's run into it. Let's run into it.
It's possible.
Put your bag down.
I got it.
Mama, put your bag down.
Why do I put my bag down? Why do you think that low of me that you think that I'm gonna sit here and tolerate this? Ooh,
One second.
Oh, twisted. Like,
She got it twisted. Are you suspecting that she wants more? Is Delicia... Does Delicia want more? That's the question. That's the question. O'Neal will catch it. It doesn't matter what it is. O'Neal will always catch it. That is correct. Which one of these characters are upstanding? Give me 3 times and I'll be singing the next skit. I don't think I can say anything at all. O'Neal, I do catch it all. Angela Paul, I do try to catch as much as possible. 3 or 4 girls only know one thing, the money. Don't worry yourself, ladies. I'm going to get into this. 15,000. Most of the women in the chat looking the other way. LOL. Ladies, women are being called out. I'm telling you, this skit is calling out something and I'm getting to it. Don't worry yourself, I'm getting there. She's showing him what he's missing. At least, there you go. Delicia wants to give it to Iman to see what he's giving up. She wants him to see it. So she's showing him. Let me show you this stuff. So she's showing my thigh. Yes, O'Neal, she wants to see if Iman will fight to be with her. Interesting. Interesting. Delicia is turned on now. I see. The woman name is giving me a different take. No, not give me a different take. No. Lord, oh Lord.
Boy, what up, boy? So with you, boy? What's up, Delicia?
what's up, Wayne?
No. Come on, go ahead.
I'm good. You might not want to stay here either and get this energy into you, what you got going on with Tamara.
Into me, pause. Very much so. But that's...
Dog, dirty dog. Low down dirty dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Wayne, I'm
First of
telling
all,
you,
dog is
you
a
and
man.
Tamara got something good going on. I don't know about your past, you being a dog. Don't let him bring this back out of you.
Well, I ain't gonna get in this, but at least if you could listen to me, Iman really care for you. No, I'm telling you, no.
So you're
Is Iman a dog? She's saying Iman is a dog. Roof, roof. Bark, bark. Is Iman a dog? She's saying Iman is a dog. Low down dirty dog. Is Iman a dog? Baby girl, let's see your dance. Let me see you twirl. Delicia is going to go for Wayne's master plan. Lord gosh. She have a job. Oh, Lord gosh, we're already separated. Remember, Delicia loves being chased. Eslin, you are correct. Listen, that's why I'm questioning a lot of the things now, because only have a little opinion, but only say, you know what? Maybe the ladies them have something else for me. And the one thing I know about my channel is that I'm going to come with opposing views. See, I had to go back and rewatch a skit, and Wayne and Iman in the garage, and he want both. He want both of them. Women love the cheese. Them love the chase. Women love the chase. I not looking the next way. I would have take the money, nor to speak to him. I wouldn't have take the money. When a woman can be bought like that, the value he has for her will drop even lower and will become even worse. Thank you very much for this, Abby. Thank you very much for that, Delicia. Stop it. Because you know you're going to help Lauren get Wayne, so stop it. When I say Iman a mongrel dog, we not call him mongrel. Dog. Hungry dog, eh? Una say Iman is a mongrel business. Ribsy and everything. This is what you guys are calling Iman. Are you saying that this is Iman on the screen? Is this what the ladies are saying? Are you calling Iman this? Is this what Iman is here, ladies? Let's get into it. Delicia is a fool. If she was smart, she would have moved on. All it takes for another pretty face and he'll cheat again. Yes, Iman is a dog. Ribsy. Like this particular dog right here, sir. These men are nuts. I'm glad they're showing us the game. Women are replaceable to them if money can control them. It's all about lust towards Delicia. Iman been saying it the whole time. But she knew this when she entertained seeing him. Sabrina, thank you very much. I like how the woman give me balance. You know me love about you today, ladies. You only not just step on one side. Normally, I thought you would have been just rocking with the woman, but you know, very balanced. Very, very balanced. Very, very balanced. I have to say. Is this Iman on the screen? Left, right, and center. O'Neal, women have to stop calling men dogs. It is an embarrassment to dogs. Dogs are loyal. Hold on. Hold on. O'Neal, take in the comments, them, you know. O'Neal, take in the comments. Dre said, Dre, Iman wants both, and he had both. I'm going to continue to do so. Dre said, of the two girls him want. Enough girl and girl na bungle. Don't worry, Nanya. We'll see when they come right back. The way the skits are written, she will fall for it. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Let's move back into it. Wayne, please, go ahead and defend your friend.
Okay, with this man just playing me and Shayla, all these like what?
No, I'm not saying that because I'm in a faithful relationship now. But I'm not going through that. What I'm saying, I just know that he's just in a bind, man.
In a bind?
Man, Shayla.
So never mind my feelings, because he in a bind.
Man, no, you don't. Okay, Shayla your friend, right? But he do like you. Now, I don't agree. I ain't gonna say I agree. I get what you're saying.
Like me, this man said he loved me.
That man.
Love doesn't do this. Love doesn't play these kind of games.
Listen, I told you I just gotta get rid of.
You got me twisted. If you think that I'm about to sit around here and listen to you, another word.
Delicia. I promise. Delicia.
Get me out of here. Are you joking? Get out of the way. I'm not even playing this game with you, Iman.
Hey, for what it's worth, I'm just saying.
I'm about to spaz out in here. I'm trying to remain the classy woman. You like crazy. You like twitches in the eye and all that. That's not me. Okay? So no.
He likes crazy. That is correct. One journey I have taught. O'Neal TV taught us. Split the pum pum in two so it can be shared and samples should be given out. As long as you split the pum pum in two, it will be taken. I'm just saying. I didn't say anything wrong. Delicia should have used this to her advantage. Take him to the bank, emotionally blackmail. Keep all the evidence, text messages, calls, receipts, everything. Make him pay. The woman them want him to pay. Love certainly didn't bring you to your bed in LA. Well, there you go. There you go. Just drop Shayla, eh? La di di. La da da di di. La da da di di. She said, Iman like the crazy. Does Iman like, you know what? How about it for some men? Do men like crazy chicks? Let me ask the ladies that. Ladies, do you believe that it's a case where men like crazy chicks in your mind? In your mind, is it that men like crazy chicks? Men, not Iman, men. I am making a general statement. Yes, I want to know, based on your experiences of different men, do you think they like crazy chicks? That is correct. Dre has told you one journey. You cut the pum pum in a two and we will take it. O'Neal, Shayla has to stay a victim. Of course, Delicia will be dumbed down just like Iman has been dumbed down. Shayla has to stay untouchable in Wayne's world. They're about to raise a topic. And I'm going to jump in the topic just because they might use it to teach it. What evidence do you have that men like crazy chicks? Why don't you believe men like crazy chicks? Why? Yes, they do. Why do you think? Why? Why do you think that men like crazy chicks? Why, ladies? Why? Why don't you believe this? Shayla beat Delicia before. Shayla will beat her again. Shayla will beat her again. Why don't you believe men love crazy chicks? God is long and good evening. Where you going to get this from? Why don't you think this is so? Them love the excitement. You think men like crazy chicks because them give the excitement. They are exciting. Because they're great in bed. We like a woman that fight. For we're not crazy. Just to give effort and to show that you want me. Most of them unhealed. That's what Abby said. The men them unhealed. Because they are weak. They think the pum pum will be better. But then again, ladies, have the music not taught us. Hold on. Them have good kitty cat. So in other words, the kitty cat for crazy chicks have the best. Is that what we're saying? Based on the answers. Crazy women have the best kitty cat. Is this correct then? Based on the answers that y'all are giving me. Unpredictable and gives them a rush. Some men are toxic and get off on that kind of behavior. It's often short-lived though. Okay? Very good statement. Men love drama. That crazy women will do anything for them. Men. Crazy chicks are not excited. I like crazy women, but you can control that if you know it. Ladies, if you're saying then that men like crazy chicks, you're saying that they're the ones that have the best thing in the world. That's crazy to even think that. I'm just asking questions to the women right now to see what it is. To make sure I understand this. Again, they're giving us a lot of good topics. Crazy equal jail. One journey, that's what I think too. When them crazy, generally jail times are on the corner. It must be that is why Iman and Anthony can't get away from Shayla. Is that why? They like that they're unpredictable, which makes it exciting, but it does get old after some time. Emotional stimulation, much like drugs. That's what I said. Like Amber, I think she's kind of boring. Even though Anthony kind of thinks so. Shayla Pum Pum is magical. Magic glitter come out tight and gold. Oh, every time she open up her legs, it go. Oh. Before O'Neal got married, did he date crazy chicks? Yes, I have had my fair share. But it is not because they were crazy. It is not because they were crazy. Not because I'm the crazy. Yes, I did, Gigi. Alright, sir. Let's move on, man.
Go where you belong. Go to crazy.
Just stay here.
Shayla is crazy. That's what you're trying to dodge.
D, stay here. Where you going?
You closed the door. It's cold, man. She already walked off.
That what the?
It's cold out there.
Bro.
Girl, let me tell you, man. I tried to help you just did.
I know, but what I'm supposed to do? Because I wasn't trying to do the thing with Shayla, but it's like I also put her in a bind.
But I told you this was gonna be a crazy situation for you.
It's a crazy situation. Why did you date them? Gigi said, why did you date them? Gigi, let's see. In my lifetime, how many can I say I've had? I've only have 2 crazy chicks in my lifetime. And I would say that the main one the girl live mad for true. Gigi, I will say this. O'Neal used to love the slackness. But somebody have to love the slackness. O'Neal love the slackness. I'm going to be honest. Gigi, the truth is that O'Neal did love the slackness. I'm going to be very honest with you. Me did love the slackness for truth. Looking back, Gigi, I don't know what I was thinking. I was under the spell. I got myself 2 and I think me look on it now and I think them put a spell on me. Crazy chicks put a spell on you. Them put a spell on me. She put a spell on me. That's exactly what happened. Me never do nothing. I don't know how me sleepy in Gigi. I was doing perfectly fine. And I think she tripped me. I was in her house. They're doing well. And then she tripped me, basically, and I got right in, and then I'm already there. So what am I supposed to do? I'm already in there. I mean, what am I gonna do? Define crazy, listen to me. You will see, you'll know it when you see it. Charmaine is not something you can define, you have to just know. Them crazy meaning say them we act out, you know? Them act out, Charmaine. What do you mean? Them crazy. Them try to take me into the abyss. The women who take it to the abyss, Charmaine. Crazy equals to women who take you to the abyss. Them take you into the abyss. Black hole. I mean, after all, Jamaica is a black populace. But they take you into the black hole. When they take you into the black hole. Into the abyss. Anyways, moving on.
It's crazy.
Shayla crazy for sure. That's what I'm so, and your spirit make the right decision, because I'm telling you, if you wouldn't have went back to Shayla, she was going, bro, I don't know, but you got your something going on, and me, she about right. I don't really need that energy on me because I'm in
You gonna do that right now. This is the time. This is the time for that now.
Chill, man. What I'm saying, you need to learn to be about being with one woman. That's what life's about. All you multiple women.
So the question is this. This was always a topic in Jamaica. Them say a woman can tie a man. Can a woman put a pum-pum spell on a man? Let me ask y'all that question. This is now where I think we need to go. Let's get into this. Can a woman put the pum-pum spell on a man? Can she put the pum-pum spell on him? Not the smell. We all know so the woman can put the smell. We all know so the woman can put the pum-pum smell. We all know about that already. Can she put the spell on a man? The hoax. The voodoo. You see that? Wait a minute, what is the pum-pum spell? Don't bother with it, Abby. You know it when you get it. The man always a come back no matter what. Abby, please don't start. Do not start, Abby. Don't even start him this evening. You know what the pum-pum spell is. Don't you act up, Abby, because you know exactly what O'Neal is talking about. But what is that? You know exactly what is that. You know exactly what the spell is. The spell. When women them put the spell on you, you can't leave. For some reason you can't leave. You don't think men go through these things? The spell. Them put the spell on you, you can't go anywhere. He is trying to honor her. When somebody, I have to say, okay, and put a spell. All right. Look, I don't agree with what Iman has going on. I think Iman could have stuck strong. That's my viewpoint on the Iman story. I think Iman botched this. Personally, I think Iman really and truly botched this. I think he did not deal with this well, and it's not going well right now because he never deal with it well. I think just like Roshan said, Iman should have left, but he never leave. It doesn't last forever, but the spell is there. And if you don't get away from it, it will keep getting you. It's fun while it lasts. All right. Let's get into the $15,000 per month argument. Let's get into it. Before we get into the money argument, like I said before, the money argument is coming from somewhere. And I said, you know what, O'Neal? I know people are going to get up and they might start complaining. And the $15,000 today sounded like, you know, Wayne was being very cheeky. And I think he's just doing what he knows. No problem. No problem, Nanya. No problem. So I wanted to bring you a video today. Now, here's the truth, guys. Here's the truth. Ladies, some of you ladies are very mature, right? Most of my audience is extremely mature, and you're not from this generation. But I will tell you that out there in the road, in the streets, women have become commodities. I don't know why women have turned themselves into this, but it's a question that I wanted to ask to you because I want you now to come to fight back against what's happening. I deliberately asked the question on the money discussion with Wayne because I want the women of my channel to start pushing back against other women who are making the money case. Pay attention on this exhibit. Watch this.
What does a guy need to make? Bare minimum to get you.
Bare minimum, I would say 100,000 after taxes. I prefer 200,000 and up. But I would say after taxes, bring home like 100K.
So,
all right. You see that? This is where women are. I'm trying to show you where the population is now. Why Wayne is saying some of the things he's saying. The funny thing is, I don't like it, you know. Because I believe that women have become commoditized. But I'm trying to show you where women is becoming commoditized. I'm showing you how nowadays ladies are turning other women into commodities. I want to show you what's going on and why men feel like them cannot use the money alone for the women them. I wanted to show you this. Look on this woman. She said she want a man make $200,000. Stay steady, ladies. Stay steady. Stay steady. Let's work on this. What percentage of men make over $100,000. I want you to pay attention to this. You see that? 23 to 25% of the men them. Pay attention to this, ladies. The more the figure goes up, the more it changes. I want to show you something. 5%. Number drop considerably. Let me keep running it, ladies. Let's keep running. Let's keep running. Let's keep going.
Your minimum 100,000, but more preferably 200,000 after taxes.
Because I can work with that. I can multiply that. I mean, I plan on being a multimillionaire,
Yeah,
so
you want to help your
I
money.
need a
What do you want
base.
his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127, probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000.
Are you guys listening to this? I'm showing you why women become a commodity. May I show you where the commodity argument is coming from? Are y'all seeing this? $500,000. Hold on, listen, Miss Nice. I hear what you're saying. Me hear all the way I say. But I'm showing you what's going on. How much percent of the men that make over $500,000? 1%. I'm showing you where the argument is coming from. May I show you where it's coming from? Why women are becoming commoditized more than ever.
Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
No, I understand Miss Nice. Is this Miss Nice? Miss Nice, she not like a broke man and all of this thing, and I understand that. But I'm now showing you though why men now commoditize everything, because it has become a transaction. The dating scene has become a bit of a transaction, and that's what I think that they're starting to show you. I'm showing you all this. This girl is saying $650,000. Over $500,000 per year. Let me work it out. 600,000. Fewer than 1%. This is what's happening. That's why women kind of get a bit commoditized. It's because the girl, they're no longer looking at marriage like y'all are looking at marriage. To me, my audience is very sophisticated. And you guys have been more on the side of, for you, it was more of you want a man that loves you, he's going to take care of him, going to do him best possibly. But what's going on is that the women don't want that. So that's why the men them now start behave the way they're behaving. What is a low man? When you say a low man, Miss Nice, what does that mean? What's a low man? Explain a low man to us. Miss Nice, what is a low man? What is a low man? I'm just showing you where the money argument coming from. This is why men just kind of lead with the money, because at the end of the day, the women are leading with the money. The point I'm raising is, this is why. Yes, Nanya, when we watched Sarah's podcast and she was talking about men and money. I'm just showing you why we're having what we're having. It is becoming transactional. You don't love anymore. So I'm going to show you why Wayne is suggesting. He may be, listen, O'Neal not really love it, because O'Neal still believe in, O'Neal is still a sucker for relationships and more relationships work, but I'm showing you why some men are starting to treat the woman like a transaction. And it's tough to hear, but that's where it is going. That's where it's going. What is barely? I need a number with that. Miss Nice, you can't just give me that. You have to give me a number. What is barely can pay the bills? 20,000, 10,000, 30,000, 40,000. What do you mean? When you say that, what do you mean? You're not coming out here and every man giving you 15 grand. You're not gonna get that. Exactly. Become a business, Dre. But that's the thing. I'm showing them why men now start going what it is. Not love with Delicia Iman because he just played in her face. So pay to play. Delicia was giving him what? Delicia get $10,000 already. She made money from it. He's been paying to play. Good figure. Jamaica 30,000. America 8. So you're saying an American man need to make how much? How much you want him to make? All about the money. I need pum pum. That's it. J-Dub say it's all about that money. $30,000. 80 to 100,000 American. That him need to make. It's become a transaction. May I tell you why Wayne called this out. May I tell you why it's a topic. It's very random. It's very distasteful, but I'm showing you why it is a topic. Because that's where now our population have gone. Don't forget Delicia has a job and designs her own line on men's clothing. Don't forget that. Thank you very much, Nanya. Whenever these women end up, they probably will never be happy. But that's what's going on. If you was a real woman, you can make it work with whatever your man bring in because you are his helpmate. Where he lacks, you will budget for and go out and make a difference. Skitlanta, that's a response me that I expect from the woman. Skitlanta, that me I expect from the women because what more women realize is you can help a man to level up. But those days are gone. The days them where women are now assisting a man and the two of y'all are going through the trenches, which is very much on my channel. That's why I'm bringing to the populace that's here. Because ladies, you have to fight back or else sex has turned into a transaction. It turned into a transaction. Anyway, let's run into this.
Did you light it up this morning? Because you seem really straightforward. Not in hours, bro. I can't think straight. I can't. You feel me? I don't even want to right now.
Man,
that's rough for me. Like, what you feel like? All right, so you me right now. You see what I'm saying? If you in this position, how do I show her I'm trying to keep her forever?
Shoot, do you even like Delicia for real? I know you told me you really, but for you to go back,
I like Delicia.
Good question. Good question. Does he even like Delicia? And yet Delicia runs behind a man because of his money. Even with her own business. Thank you for pointing that out, Skitlanta. She never make $10,000 yet. That's why the 10 grand tip felt so drastic. Thank you very much for that. Miss Nisi says, I'm not a man's helpmate, not taking a chance. Then what is he then? What is a man to you? What is he? What is your role with the man? Are you telling us that you're the man then, basically, and he's your helpmate? I'm just asking questions. You know me, just ask questions. Where will you find 1% of the men who makes that kind of money? That's the question. Point of the matter is, they're showing you how the dating market has swung out. I don't care for white collar men who make a lot of money. They have different mentality, especially black men. And they will. Because they realize none of that there are women coming in, like the ones I've shown you, with the perception that them need this type of man. They don't want to, them not want to do anything at all. They just want the money. Then how else should he treat it? If them a treat the man like a transaction. Wayne is emasculating the men in the skits for Shayla. Look how Shayla and Angelina treated Anthony, and now it's Iman's time to be the skit clown. I like that. That's what Amber did. She was an asset to him when he went broke. She proved to be his ride or die. That's what I'm talking about, Gigi. She was the helpmate. No, not because Anthony don't understand the value of Amber since their marriage does not mean she's not a great woman that a next man wouldn't be very happy to have. I think sometimes that is what some women miss. Want to miss that. Women are no longer considered assets in a relationship. And why is that? That's why I may ask the question, why is this? The average American doesn't even make $80,000 to $200,000. They don't, Malcolm. So may I show you how the populace has become unrealistic. What is it? Okay. What is the average income in the US? That is the average salary. The average income in the US is $63,000. Hello? The average income. That means you do not want the average man, basically. If they were to do a bell curve, most of the people would have lied within $66,000. If they were to do a bell curve, the national average, that's the average. Most people is making that amount of money. I'm just showing y'all where we are. All right, what's the average income? The income of the average man. What is the income of the average man in the US? The average man in the US earns $67,000. This is why you have the swing out. I just showed you why you have the swing out. Why it get commoditized. Because of the delusion. What's going on is there's a level of delusion. So that's why now men say, all right, I'm going to treat it as a transaction. That's what's going on. Let's keep running.
That's who I want to be with.
So you want to be with her? Well, why you with Shayla then?
Because Shayla, that's the girl I care about, man. And both things are real at one time.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of get what you're saying. Like, you kind of like, you want to be with Delicia because you feel the happiness. I done been there before. But you got this connection and care for Shayla like y'all like.
That already was established.
I know that's how I was with. I done been in that situation before, so I know what you're talking about. So basically right now, you got to wait for that care to leave for Shayla to fade away for the even disconnect before you get right where you want to, Delicia.
Really like leave or fade away, I kind of just gotta.
Again, none of this I agree with, because for me, I want to think that you want to do the woman right. There are still men out there who want the woman to be done right. So me not believe in this. But I'm just giving y'all this. I'm just giving y'all this so you can see it. O'Neal, I make a heck of a lot of money, and there's no way I would talk to any of what? Don't like how Wayne's program these men to romantically set your target to a particular character. He should not be dictating that to men. He shouldn't be. But I think he might try to get to that topic inside of whatever it is. I would not go to any of Wayne's advice. He has been with every woman on the show. So you wouldn't take any of his advice. We may not like Shayla, but when she was with Iman, she give them her full attention. Fair enough. Fair enough. Being single is peace. You can be a single woman, doesn't have to date anyone or be involved. Women don't get lonely like men do. Well, Misty, me can't rock with this because this would mean that, again, it's your choice, but I wouldn't rock with this statement because for me, I do believe that the multiplication of the populace is necessary. I believe that we came here to coexist and not to be each other's enemy. If you know anything about O'Neill, you know O'Neill half of the cuff. O'Neill don't believe that women are his enemy. I believe women are the next half of who I am. And so I can't rock with that, but I understand what you're saying. Because you do have the choice of being alone. That's fine. But I don't think we were brought here as men and women to be two separate creatures to live apart. Every other animal in the animal kingdom, they all make a way to make it work. The lions, the tigers, the monkey, the snakes, name the animal. They have found a way to make it work. But us humans are almost we are at odds. So me can't go with that at all. No, me still believe in I'm a woman. Me still think that there's a need for her. I still don't see her as a piece of thing that just exists in life. So me can't have that point of view there, but I can respect your point of view. That I wish I only live with that. You don't have to reproduce, but we do have to reproduce as humans, or else the population will die. We just will. Put it this way, if we all thought like how you think with your thought pattern, and again, I'm not attacking your thought pattern, but this is my take on it. If we all thought like how you're thinking, basically, then we would have no more human race because no one reproduce. Who going to reproduce and reproduce the population? You need a sperm and you need an egg. I have one half and you have the next part of it. If it was so that I should have come here and don't need you at all, then I would have had a sperm and an egg together. But again, nothing wrong with your viewpoint. I'm just showing why I couldn't rock with it. Women are a dime a dozen in Wayne's world, in the skitland. Maybe you don't want women to be treated like the enemy, but unfortunately most men do. You don't treat women like the enemy, but again, I just showed you why men get treated like the enemy as well. So just said, while you give me this, I'm showing you that we have a disconnect. Anyway, let's keep running on it again.
You know what I mean?
I gotta tell you what, if you want to keep Delicia around, man, you're going to have to look out for that girl. She be back and forth from here to Miami and all that, and business, and she got a daughter, she got a... Man.
You give me a lot of comments. Why are you telling me this?
Because you might get, man, let me see, I've been calculating for you. She be going back and forth, she going, I mean, you say she want a place here, you're going to have to give about $15,000 a month, man.
So now it's simple. Now we simple.
Nah, I ain't say simple.
Simp one, simp two?
Nah, I call it keeping. Now, if you want to keep her, that's what I'm saying. Anything you want to keep, like if you want to keep your car, it ain't yours till you pay it off.
All right, so this is where Wayne brought this argument about the whole idea of the money thing. If people made their own decisions, we will have enough. Sorry, I don't have to have a kid for population just to be fine. 8 billion is way too much. Again, if you want to be the woman that doesn't have a kid, that's okay. But I'm telling you why I mean like the viewpoint of where women are thinking that they must stay alone, or men staying alone either. I like none of those viewpoints because they do not benefit the populace, the human populace. It doesn't carry on the human species. And I am for the human species. Again, if you want to do that, you can do that. That's when God will come. But I'm showing you, they're saying that the women, they must say the women, then basically, we have become enemies. So may I say them, okay, Wayne bring up the argument of being transactional. So the question is, this is the question I have to ask to the audience. Have modern women turned, this is the question, turned relationship into a transaction. Have modern women turn it into a transaction? That's the question I ask you. Because remember, the man is the buyer of the relationship. So it's what the woman them said them want to do. That's what the men them going to do. That's why I ask you the question. So when putting this out there, O'Neal not like it, But then O'Neal said, but look at the other side of the puzzle though, O'Neal. You might not like it. But the question is, have women turn into it? This conversation is disrespectful and disgusting. I'm asking you a question. Is it really disgusting though? Just said that the question, O'Neal question it. Men use baby to control women. Children and men hold women back. You sure? Which women? You're sure that children hold women back? You're sure about this, Miss Nice? So in other words, I guess I would fall into the... You see why I'm telling you, say, maybe it's the thinking in our populace. Miss Nice, I like to speak of myself because I give myself an example. O'Neal is a single father. The mother is not around. I do this on my own. No. Are there times that the mother has come around? She has. But O'Neal not stress it. Does that mean O'Neal thinks, say, O'Neal get trapped to like the woman? Is that what we're saying? I'm showing you how our viewpoints might just be getting skewed. Are we just creating enemies out of each other? That's the question. That's the question. Let me look at some comments. O'Neal, what if the woman offer you the same transaction? What will you do? Me wouldn't take it because me's a man. Right? And me's a man we're built different. But you have some men that would take it. That's the truth. You have a few men who will take the transaction, D. Joseph. You have some men that would take it. This conversation is the topic of the skit. Since men lose money in a divorce, that's another thing as well too. Until we learn to love and respect each other, money will lead many just sad. Thank you, Skitlanta. We are getting a lesson, folks. That's what we're getting. Shayla in that job, tired of the begging. Not every woman. There are still some good women out there, Angela, and that's what I had said. That's exactly what O'Neal said. O'Neal said what he thinks is happening is the new set of ladies who are doing this. They're now starting to set the price for the marketplace. O'Neal is asking now his audience, because the audience I have is a more mature audience that can now reason this out. This thing is happening. What's going on? So that's why we're talking about it. It's a good topic. It's a very good topic. It might look disrespectful, but it have substance in it. Nancy B. Scratcher 100%. Shayla need a job. That's true. Shayla is a professional beggar. That is also true. We don't have to survive as a species, to be honest. So much suffering, wars, poverty, Epstein files, cops. All right, Miss Nice, me not sure. Miss Nice, I want you to look on the brighter side of life. Hold on, Miss Nice. Me have something for you. Hold on, me have something for you. Hold on, Miss Nice. Me have something for you. Miss Nice, if you know O'Neal and if it's the first time to O'Neal's channel, you will learn that O'Neal is a very positive individual. And I prize myself on positivity, and I prize the audience that I have because I feel like the audience that I have is on here to look at these skits, but to try to see how to look at them to make changes going forward. Now, some skits have sense, some are just nonsense, you throw it out. You take the meat and you leave the rest. I will ask you this, Miss Nice. Are you looking at the glass half empty or are you looking at it half full? Which one? Where you look on? Half empty or half full? That's my question. It sounds like you look on the glass half empty, that there's a lot of poverty and war and that give me lack and fear. But me, I look on it half full. I think we're almost there. I think we're getting there. We're having a conversation right now. So you tell me, how you look on the universe? Me look on it half full. Me look on it half full. I look at it that there's just things that we need to do. Angela Atkinson, I love this. If a woman respect herself, then you're teaching the man how to treat you. You're telling him what you want. I'm old school. I believe in a real love, and giving up money should be on both sides, 50-50. No one-sided relationship. I can't see if it's a relationship where both sides bringing it together. Not like you having a woman where you and her are going through life with. Not like that. People get married for various reasons these days. A lot are transactional. Me want the marriage where me and the wife can go through the nitty-gritty and the two of us are a tag team, living and surviving. Endgame is important because it depends on feelings getting involved. It's a relationship. Men usually don't approach women the same. This is a good conversation. You're in the street, you can't contribute. What, Miss T? Of all the times, this is the time I want you. Only with these transactions, you lose your power and you end up in Diddy life situation. That's correct. So the question is how you want to do it. You have to examine yourself. The glass either half empty or half full. I don't know how no I look on it. Only look on the glass half full. I'm almost there. It's not full up yet, but I'm almost there. If we can just get some more water at the top right here. If I can just get some more drips inside, I'll get to the full amount of it. Only believe that there are still great women out there. Good evening. What if Shayla come up pregnant by Iman? What do y'all think would happen next? Well, Delicia would be out of it. If Shayla come up pregnant, Anthony, thank you for the super chat. If Shayla comes up pregnant, Delicia is done. Delicia is done if Shayla is pregnant. Hold on, Antoinette. Good storyline. If Shayla is pregnant, then Delicia is done. I'm going to put that in the chat for you, just so we can swing back in it again, because we're asking a good question, right? Just let's run into it.
But you want to keep it in your driveway. So what I'm saying, you give her $15,000 a month, and she already shows she like you with them. But she ain't, listen, man, she know the situation with Shayla and them. That's understandable to a certain degree.
I'm not saying, you think you want me to be like you.
Bro, I'm not telling you to be like me.
That's what you're trying to do.
I'm not, you asked me what I would do, but it worked. What I'm saying, if you give her $15,000 a month, they're like, baby, don't just offer it to her. Because now she feel like, well, you think it's about money or whatever? No, just make her feel kept. So if you make her feel kept, whatever you got going on with Shayla until you figure it out, at least she know that he care about me enough that he want me to be straight. Because right now, you don't took yourself away and the resources.
All right. Is Wayne correct? That's the question for y'all. Will $15,000 solve Delicia's hurt? Will $15,000? David, check your email. Will 15K solve Delicia's heartbreak? Will this solve her heartbreak? That's the question. It's a wrap if Shayla get pregnant. If Shayla get pregnant, that's it. She can control Iman with the baby. That's about it. So that outcome is going to lead to that. If Delicia comes up pregnant, that's a different story. Will $15,000 solve Delicia's heartbreak? That's the question underneath to be asking right now. That's what Wayne's saying. It can solve our heartbreak. And we were complaining that, you know what, this is this is bad, that they think of women in this way. And I said, well, guys, well, hold on. There's a reason why women are thinking like this. I said, why? This is why men is thinking like this, and said, no money will solve the hurt. Shayla is going to have billions at the rate that she's going. Delicia wanted marriage, and he encouraged that type of situationship. So Wayne is saying Delicia should be a fool till he find a way to leave Shayla. That's the question. That is the question. I don't care if somebody wants to be a married to a wealthy man. I see Shayla as a straight on your back gold digger. That's it. Don't think that these are type is that type of person. She truly cares for Iman. I think so too. Will the $15,000 solve it? $15,000 is a distraction. It will have her hope that this man cares for her. That's the question you want to be asking yourselves. $15,000 for kept relationship. It's not a relationship. That honors love and respect. That's what I want to answer in the chat. But again, that's just only like give a little take. That's just only giving a little take. Bilderberg boy with the super chat and with the Bible verse. Isaiah 4 verse 1 to 7. Women will take hold of one man and say, we will buy and eat our food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. There you go. There you go. That time is coming. Bilderberg boy with the super chat and with the Bible verse. I want to know, so only love when you give the prosperity Bible verse. Money talk and the BS walk. Me understand this. I'm just saying money talk and BS walks. But why don't they encourage these men not to deal with Shayla at all, instead of asking worthy women to be side to Shayla or to have to deal with their foolishness? The topic of this and pays Shayla $10,000. Now it showed me that Wayne doesn't love Tamara. He's only paying to stay with him. This is why Lauren and Wayne will cross the line. That's what they must show you, Rico DIY. They have made this transactional. And Onila said, have we become transactional in love? Bilderberg boy, me love your comment. Have we become transactional in love? I can play this clip again so you know the validity of the argument they're making on the skits. Let only run the validity of the argument again.
What does a guy need to make, bare minimum, to get you?
Bare minimum, I would say 100,000 after taxes. I prefer 200,000 and up. But I would say after taxes, bring home like 100K.
So bare minimum 100,000, but more preferably 200,000 after taxes.
Because I can work with that. I can multiply that. I mean, I plan on being a multimillionaire. Yeah,
so you want to help your
I need
What
a
do you want
base.
his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like $300,000.
$300,000.
I would have to say 127.
127. Listen to these numbers.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000.
$500,000. I'm showing you why it become transactional.
Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year.
250. Let's take out the 150, because the 150, it means that if you make 150, it might stand a chance, he might not.
Would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like $650,000.
$650,000. I'm just saying, this is what they're pinpointing to, why it becomes so transactional. So they're arguing. The question in this is, why are men treating it like a transaction? I'm going to show you why. Because women are coming on and they're asking for astronomical figures. When you start asking for astronomical figures, people are now going to treat it like a transaction because there is no longer love. And this is what the woman must say nowadays. This is very common. I've been showing y'all this. I've been showing y'all this and I've been pinpointing this to y'all and showing you where it's coming from. Anywho, let's run into it.
I just don't like how you just like replace simping and tricking with other words. Like it ain't still.
Nah, somebody replace caring for tricking and simping. Tricking is a moment. Simping is getting used. But hey, man.
I can't argue with you.
Man, don't use the game, man. Let God use you to use the game. And blessing somebody ain't never a problem.
There you go. This is the topic. The topic is love becoming transactional? Let me read y'all's comments. A man can make any amount of money and not be willing to share it, let alone share himself, meaning open up his heart. Opening the heart should take precedent over opening the wallet. Thank you very much. Majority of these women will end up as lesbians anyway because they are so far from reality. That's what's going on. The disconnect is happening in the lack of reality. Who controls the purse controls you. That's what's going. Instead of putting it together, saying, you know what, you make 50 grand, I make 50 grand, we'll put it together, we'll make 100. We'll have kids, we'll just live life like regular, we'll save for things, we'll do them together. And we will enjoy the journey of life. It has now become all or nothing. So that's why other men have seen that and said, well, it looks like, basically, I can just purchase this love. That's why I'm doing that. O'Neal, come down to the price is right. Basically, Wayne is playing mind games with everybody while his daughter is playing mind games with Tamara. I'm just checking. But I love that I brought this to my audience because I feel like Uno could have managed a topic like this. Because that's where they're going. They are asking the question, is love transactional? Because of this money that Wayne bring up. He's already paid Tamara. Right? And now he's telling Iman he needs to pay Delicia. That's correct, Linnea. This is what's going on. So in other words, we're teaching, if Delicia takes this, she's a part of the statistic that will be teaching women that there is a price to love. There's a price to it. So the man never going to be able to behave because they know them can buy you. The question is, will Delicia take the $15,000? Can Delicia be bought? That's the question. Can Delicia be bought? That is the question. That's why I'm going to raise the topic. The way Wayne is presenting it, Delicia is going to be a private poll for $15,000. Use what you got to get what they want. That's correct, Skitlanta. That's what's being presented. They're trying to ask the question, is this what's happening in society? Them just using it different ways. A bunch of pimps and Thundercats. Angela, I hope Dee doesn't take the money and show the Iman that she's not for sale. If Delicia does this, I will applaud her personally. That's I would love her to show this, Angela Atkinson, but I love her to show this. Delicia is raising her daughter. On the first meeting of Iman, she got him to commit to buy her shoes for $1,500. Misty, that me I say. Is the transaction I'm showing people. Good night, Michelle. Good night. Delicia will take $15,000. Much like she took $10,000. I don't think we know enough about D. Some women will not tell you how much money they have or if they even have money. That's fair. Don't do it. Money isn't worth your soul. Me love how I said this one. Me love what you guys are saying. But O'Neal, we don't know if Dee will take that money. Me don't know if she'll take it, but Angela Atkinson, I'm hoping she don't take it. Because the message on the show would be bigger. Personally, I don't want her to take the money. Personally. I don't want her to take the money because I want Skitland to show us a woman who is willing to forego the money. Them need to make her forego the money and a next man come by and take her up without the money argument. Them need to show at least one of that. The Gold Diggers Association, yeah, say that she a part of the Gold Digging Association. All right. This is fair. This is a fair statement. Very fair statement. What is going on here, sir? Hope she not take it either. The signs are there that she's going to take the money. Take the money. I agree, O'Neal. I want her to refuse the money from Iman. I want her to refuse the money. That I want her to do. Shayla has already taken the money. I want Delicia to be the one to refuse. We must see the next side of society. This must be conditioned. What's going on, Derek? Deki? Is that you pronounce it, Deki? I don't want her to stoop to that level. Delicia should date someone else and show up with him in Iman and Shayla's fit. That's correct. Trapstar, that I want. That's what I want to happen. They need to show something different. Exactly. Dee did not come into Skitland looking like a papa. She didn't. But I also want her to leave Shayla's house and stop looking like a papa. That's also the piece. Delicia is a classic gold digger and Shayla is a ghetto gold digger. That's the difference. She said that to get Shayla to beg her to stay. She just want to get Shayla. Oh, she was never going to go anywhere. O'Neal and every woman in that video is single. The average woman will never get in the same circle as a man making $500,000. I believe Delicia is not taking the money. Believe that not taking the money will get Iman back. That's correct. That is correct, Donna. If she doesn't take the money, I think that's what will make Iman take her more seriously. And that is true. Iman has overpaid for 2 women who should be 50% off. You know, you see that Bilderberg boy or something. Bilderberg boy, the women them now not feel so great about the mere fucking, so behave yourself. This is ridiculous. All of this because Iman doesn't have the guts to just dump Shayla for good. Carolyn, no. This happened the way it's supposed to happen. Iman has chosen his pick. This is good for Delicia. She needs to see how this works. But this is in a circle of men who make 50K and up. Don't think Delicia doesn't take the money. Iman is going to go harder to get her back. Exactly. That's what I believe, Charmaine. If Delicia doesn't take the money, Iman will go harder. Because yes, men value women more if she's a good-looking woman, and we see that she's not really gold diggerish, she will have way more value to us. It's when the woman come looking in for money that you don't really value her. You treat her like a transaction. And that was the point that I was making. That's where the disconnect is going on. In everyday society, the disconnect that you're seeing is because men are thinking that they're just a piece of meat with some money. And it's not every man think this way, you know. And he knows it's not every woman. He knows that there are a few. But the ones that are the ones that are most seen. That are the problem. That's why I said to Miss Nice that Miss Nice, no. Man and woman for be together. We came here as two species that's supposed to intertwine. That's why I fit inside of the thing. That is why me have the sperm and you have the egg. None of them greater than each other. If you don't get a sperm, your egg cannot be fertilized. If me don't have an egg, me can't fertilize anything. So it must be that God must have made them to intertwine and link. So me can't really go upon the other notion that you know, that's why me love women. Because me see the value in women. It's not just for childbearing, but I'm giving you the most basic example why a woman to me is always going to be important. Now as how women think about men, that different. So I don't really know, you know, where that come from. That's why I have to give you that. Please, there are men out there that doesn't value good women. As a matter of fact, love those women that don't ask so much, because those are the ones that they know they don't have to give much. That is also true. But may I tell you, say, if a man realizes you're not a gold digger, trust me, he might go right for you. You may not see it in your circles then. Trust me, him talk about you every day. When he goes into his circles, you are the talk of the town. You leave an impression on him. Women who are not asking every 2 seconds for something leaves an impression on men. You might not see it because you're not in the circle talking to men, but it leaves an impression on men. Especially when you love the man and you take care of him. You leave an impression on him. Do you have, as you would call him, ain't no good men? Of course you do. Just like we have ain't no good women. That's what we call gold diggers. But men don't believe all women are gold diggers. We don't. You have some women who are true and genuine. It's as simple as that. Them genuine. And you have some men who are not genuine. And you have men who are genuine. That's it. Great topic. Wayne and Iman are the problems. They just met Tamir and Shayla and they're handing out monthly payments and renting houses. That's what I said from morning, Carlin. They overinflate the price of some of the girls them and now start to show, and those are the girls that are shown to John Public. So now the brainwashing starts. That's where we have the issue from. The overinflation. There are different types of birds. Expensive ones, low budget ones. Delicia is a high-end bird and Shayla is a vulture. However, they are both birds. True to love. I love that statement there. Interesting. Notice how she changed her hair after she found out about Shayla. She thought she struck gold. She thinks she struck gold. If she take the money, Iman will still mess with Shayla. Voila. 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 Wayne is low-key saying that $15,000 is what he's paying Piari for styling him. And she's his ex, so Iman can do that too. No more than that. Yes, she has styling, but it's more than just that. It's a transaction. It is a transaction. It is a transaction. It is a transaction. If there's one woman left on the planet, humanity would perish. But if one man was left, the one man could repopulate society. Who more important? Well, it depends. Yes, men do a lot of things in terms of society, but if you only had one man and no woman, then we don't know how to repopulate it. You need a man and a woman. That's a man and woman come in. Now, if you're talking about building society, Bilderberg boy, like for example, the jobs that men do to keep things going, the internet, the light, those hard jobs that men do, then yes. The basic structures and foundations, yes. Men play a big role in that. That's where we shine. But if we're talking about just sheer population and populating the earth, that's all I'm going to say. Only some people are just jaded from their life experiences, and by their traditional thinking, they're unable to alter their beliefs for living mechanisms to their detriment and all those encounters. Street poet, thank you very much. Me love this. But only can't preach that message, and me not preach say you must just live in the universe and you know what I mean, you're not living out your purpose. You're a human being, you come here for your purpose. I don't think you just come here just to be here. Why not just go live in the Sahara then? I mean, if you don't really want to live in the human race. Come back as something else then, I guess. But even every other animal in the animal kingdom, them do things. Reproduction. That's what I was saying. Reproduction. Shayla can't even pour milk in her bowl. That's correct, J-Dub. She can't pour milk in her bowl. Shayla's not that great at things. I watch his kids, but it's hard for me to accept some of the things that are being said. The division that these kids call is so toxic. No Jesus popping. Well, I think, Nanya, that's why I'm going to show you the videos of the women just now. Because that's what they were trying to allude to. How transactional relationships have become. It's just that it's hard to watch on a screen. It's very hard to watch. But it is what is happening. Some of it is what is happening. Not all. Anyways, friends, that comes to the end of our discussion. I'm going to leave it right here. Don't worry. It's a wonderful discussion. I love you all so much. Guys, look out for me. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful evening. I love y'all. Thank y'all very much for rocking with me. Peace out. I'm going to talk to y'all later.